in my local newspaper, there's a section that they have titled Guest Opinion, and it covers all kinds of topics. One of them happens to be religion. And there was an opinion in here by a guy that is an atheist and basically questioned the existence of God, said Jesus never lived. There's no documentation on this, and it caused quite a stir. A lot of people bounced back and forth. And by the way, I'll make a side note to that. That kind of reminds me of that guy in Iraq that said there wasn't a Holocaust, when you got all kind of document fact that there is. But that's just something to think about. But he goes on to the title of the thing was Christianity, Pious Fiction or Fantasy. And then it says, we're faced with a religion founded on pious fiction, fraud, forgery, fantasy, and fakery. Well, needless to say, it upset a lot of people. Pastors responded, lay people responded. He's been bouncing back and forth, and hey, I had to stick my 2 cents in. Let me read you a quick response that I bounced back with, along with my brother Ron. A number of letters, some from Deerwood and others from Pine River, have on a regular basis taken to task folks who apparently believe in a higher power called God. The various retorts and counter letters cite arguments from academia, history, science, and even the Bible. Regardless of one's point of view on life, these 4 vital questions must be asked or answered. How did I come to be? What is the meaning of life? How do I discern between good and evil on an individual as well as corporate basis, if such a thing even exists? When I die, what happens to me? Simple questions. However, how you answer them will expose who you are. The non-theist cannot comment on the power of faith because they have never experienced it. They do not and cannot possibly understand it. How sad. On the other hand, those who have actually experienced the power of God through faith have no problem answering any of these questions and can face any perplexing circumstances that life puts in their path. Now this thing is going to go on. He answered me, and then there's going to be other people bouncing back and forth. He isn't going to change my mind, and I doubt that I'm going to change his. Only God can change his mind, but that's a whole nother story. And there just goes on and on. But a scripture that bounced back or I thought about a number of times and nobody ever said it, is Psalm 14:1. Again, that's Psalm 14:1 in the Bible. You could look it up if you got a Bible at home. You can go on your cell phone and look it up, Psalm 14:1. You can go on your computer at the office and look it up. That's Psalm 14:1. It really says a lot about this issue. Hey, from all of us here at The Edge, you have a good, safe fishing season. We'll see you on the water. Once again, Psalm 14:1.